Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many give it Sunday magic.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the reigning NFC champs, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And Charles, of course, look, it's the elephant in the room this Super Bowl week. The man on the sidelines getting another chance to win the very elusive first Lombardi trophy.
You always feel like one of these years he's going to get it done. It almost seems unfair that his career is being defined by losses in the Super Bowl when we all know how difficult it is just to get there. But let's face it, our parents told us from day one, life isn't fair, and it's really unfair in the NFL. He's got to find a way to get a win and get that off of his back and off of his shoulders. He burns to find a way for his team to win this Super Bowl title.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Jones. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
when a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 48 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 20-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 76 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted them, that were happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 1, Willis. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Moss. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Willis looking to throw it. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, you got to think the number 1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket. that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leap the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee going into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. 1st and 10, Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, Willis. They'll run the screen with Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there. Now Willis. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return is Jones from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board. And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis checks that one down, complete to Moss. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Castro. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 3 quarters in the books. 1 to go here in Super Bowl 63 in that final frame after this timeout. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Willis. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
My goodness, 225 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Moss. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Moss. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead. 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Okay, break. Get tackle.
Moss on the give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Play action. Willis.
Open man right side is Ingram.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis.
And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Throwing, Willis.
incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.